small and build up to it, you know.
Must have done a few more.
I've done a few, yeah.
Probably about 100.
I went into this run and thinking before I was fairly bulletproof, you know, I didn't really break during things like that. You know, this time, because I was coming back from the surgery, the whole training was different. I couldn't, like I used to have to train 5-6 days a week, whereas now I could only train maybe twice a week if I was lucky. So I kind of knew going into it that I'd have to get fit during the run, if that makes sense. I couldn't go in fully fit. I had to try it and see. You know, there was no definite way I was going to finish it. You know, and there's a lot that can go wrong. It's such a long run and such a long journey. You know, with your body physically, mentally, and the gear you use. There's so much that can go wrong. You know, so you have to be prepared. After 3 or 4 days and you wake up every morning at whatever 5 a.m. and you haven't had that much sleep, and you know, there's a lot of preparation every night and every morning, and it starts to get in on your brain, you know, and you're gonna go, okay, I have to run another 50 miles today over mountains, you know, and through muck and bushes and, you know, bogs and mountains and rocks, and you know, there's a lot of falling and getting up, and you know, it's a lot to accept, to try to accept that every day, okay, I've 14 hours now of really, really painful hard work, you know. I suppose that's just the drive as a sportsman to succeed, you know, and to get the job done. I ran 1,038 kilometres, non-stop pretty much, day after day, just short of 18,000 metres. Is over 2 times up Everest, 149 hours of running through the worst terrain, and you know, I could have done this run, and the plan was to do it in the end of May when it would be sunny, but to tie in with Organ Donor Week, I done it in bad weather, you know, and the ground is very, very mucky and very, very wet, and you know, with all that mileage and elevation and the bad terrain and rocks, and you know, I didn't get one blister, I didn't lose one toenail, and that's 100% down to the recovery socks I was using. I suppose mentally it's, you know, straight away it's that feeling of relief, you know, that's a really nice feeling as a long distance runner, that's a lovely feeling. But then physically is the actual, to be able to get up the next morning and to not have pains in your feet, like, you know, you get hot spots in the soles of your feet and around your toes and blisters. They're very, very painful to run on, which is an added worry when you're doing things like that. When you're on your feet for 8 to 10 hours a day and you finish your run a lot of time, and I know this with a lot of athletes, you know, your calves will go rock solid, and you know, people finish the run and 5 minutes later they're getting massive cramps and their legs are going into spasm, you know. So I found from the calf sleeves that wearing them in the morning when I get up again, and even after wearing them for a half an hour, that my calves, they weren't solid, they were soft and they were supple, and you know, this is obviously down to the sleeves, the release agent that's in the sleeves. It's relaxing your muscles, and it does definitely put relief in your leg and relaxes your leg and your muscles. So, you know, to put it on a part, I'd say I could not have done that run without the GPS I had. It was my lifeline. It was in my hand 100% all the time I had it. Now, could I have done that run without the socks? I'm not 100% sure. And I kind of put it on a par with the GPS, and that it was that box ticked. I didn't have to worry about that anymore. Like, my feet were just after 2 days, 3 days, I went, okay, that's not a worry. I know that's the part of the day I don't have to worry about. My feet are going to be fine. So it's such a relief, you know.
Don't worry. Just starving. Yeah, I don't agree.